Hello, friends. I'm Leah Fireheart. This is the Fire Sofa. I am so excited for today. I'm so excited. Okay. You guys, Brigitte got me this game for Christmas. It's called the Lamplighters League. And I played probably 3 hours of it, like on Christmas. And then I was like, you know what? This game is so good. And I never see anyone play it, and I never see anyone talk about it. And I'm so excited about it that I think I want to play it on stream. And so, typical of me, as we finish a game and then go on to other new games, we had a little bit of a false start with a couple of different things. It's fine. We're just gonna have to accept that that's just part of our process going forward. Whatever we want to play on stream, we're just gonna have to like try it for a little bit and see how it feels. Not every game is a stream game. Not every game is a game that I want to subject myself to the scrutiny of dozens of people while I'm playing it. Not every game is entertaining to people. I don't know, whatever. We'll just see. We'll see. But if we don't have fun today, I'm just gonna play the shit out of this game. Guys should just know that. So let me say hello to friendos. Hold on a second. Let me scroll up here before we get too far into all of this. Saribot, hello and good morning. Quill, is this Quill? Did you change your name again?
Yes.
Is that what happened? I can't keep track, friend. You have to tell me. But hi, hello, hi, good morning. Grog, hi, hello. Abby, hi, hello. Brig, hi, hello. And thank you for the resubscription. I appreciate it. Enjoy your emotes and your ad-free viewing. Brigitte says, dang, I was about to claim first and my entire Twitch crashed. Twitch really said no stream for you, Brig. Yeah, there's something wrong with my audio. We'll figure that out later. Jane, hi, hello, good morning. How are you? Lassie, hi, Lassie. How? You think it's a great game? How is it that nobody has talked to me about this? Okay. Let's see. Because it was mispronounced all the time. Okay. You and Vintage were the only ones actually saying Quill, and I was tired of correcting people. I mean, that makes sense. And Brig wants Jane to say more about this potato pizza. I'm not centered in the camera. I don't know what happened there. Oh, because I had to run into the kitchen. You guys, this is typical of me, right? So I'm just like sitting here. I'm just like, do. I have nothing to do. I'm just gonna sit here and wait for my countdown to count down. And then I realized that it was like 2, 1, 0. I reached over to push the button. I'm like, fuck. The buttons are in the kitchen. And so I had to run into the kitchen and grab my buttons. It's fine. Jane says what you want to know. I prefer it with broccoli and no bacon. Yeah, Jane shared a mashed potato pizza in the Discord. There's the Discord. If you want a link to this mashed potato pizza, it looks edible. Surprisingly edible. I don't know how I feel about mashed potato pizza as like a concept, but I'm willing to try it. I mean, how bad could it be, right? Like mashed potatoes and pizza, they're both good. How could that be bad? That's what I'm saying. Briggs says, what's it like texture-wise? Is the potato crisp up on top? Is the potato seasoned? Lassie says, you never showed interest in tactical turn-based strategy games. Okay, look, Lassie, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, okay? This is what I'm saying about my taste in games, right? I think it could best be described as eclectic, but it's not my fault because I'm here. The things that grab me, right, are a unique, interesting, and attractive art style. Don't ask me about Stardew. I don't know. I don't really love Stardew's art, but it is what it is, and I love the game. Self-referential sense of humor. This game has that. It has that a little bit, and you'll see what I mean. But certainly like a decent, like a good sense of humor, right? An interesting story, interesting characters. And so I don't. So while games tend to get categorized by their mechanics, I think typically. So like a role-playing game, you are a character in another world and you have to make decisions. Action adventure, you are a character in another world and you have to hack things to bits in order to get to the next piece of the story. You know, platformer, you have to jump from thing to thing to get to the next place in the story. Like crafting, survival, you have to craft things and shoot things or hack things to bits in order to build your base or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't care. Like I don't care necessarily. I mean, obviously there's some mechanics that don't necessarily appeal to me, right? Like I don't really love puzzles. I'm not a puzzle person. So probably puzzle games not my thing. But when it comes to like other things, I have a feeling that I think I'm just going to continue to find that I'm open-minded. And so if the art is beautiful, interesting and unique, it has a good sense of humor. The story in maybe important. I am intrigued in this. I'm intrigued about this story. I don't know. Is this based on some kind of an IP or something, or is this just its own thing? Because we'll talk about this in a second. Let me just hold on a second. Let me catch up. I just want to catch up. You showed into Quill wants to know. Can I continue to call you Quill? Is that okay? Because if I try to say Queel, then I'll butcher it. Has my throne list been updated? It feels different. I don't know. I did get one of the things that was on it, and so it may have been rearranged. I don't remember that I've added anything to it necessarily. Jane says it's seasoned. It does get a little crispy on top. It's not like a mush fest in my mouth or anything. I hate myself for typing that sentence that way. Please ban me. No, Jane, I love you. I'm not banning you. Briggs says, I mean, it can't be terrible. You can do anything with pizza. C, no thank you. You cannot do that. Get it in the bin and leave. Brig can ban herself for that. Right. So Lassie says, I was never thought to say, hey, Leah, you should play Lamplighters League. I don't know. Brig, please. Okay, Abby is BRBing, which is sensible because the chat has gone to a terrible place. Lassie has made the greatest BG3 build. That is impressive because I think all of your BG3 builds are pretty damn good. Munchkin! Oh my gosh, hi Munchkin. Munchkin, you are the perfect person to be here, and this is why. Okay, I am going to go ahead and launch into my explanation of what happened with this game. I was trying to describe, because Brigitte bought it because it was on my wish list. She got it for me for Christmas because it was on my bush list. Yeah, you are. You're the perfect person. Here's why. Okay, so I am playing the Lamplighters League, right? And one of the things that happened is I was trying to describe this to Brigitte on Christmas because she hadn't really seen it. She just knew I wanted it and so bought it for me, right? And I was like, you know what it reminds me of? You know, it's so weird. So our friend Wolf Tracks, actually, can you do a shout out for Wolf Tracks if you can? Our friend Wolf Tracks played these, one of them, I may have played others, but I only saw the one, played this Shadowrun game, which is an isometric turn-based combat thing, right? And I was like, this reminds me of that. I mean, it's different. There's some different elements to it. There's some like card things and like resource utilization things that are a little bit different. But the thing that it most reminded me of was those Shadowrun games. And so I like Googled them. I had lipstick on my teeth. How did that happen? This lipstick is not supposed to go anywhere. This lipstick was a recommendation from Kenzie, who told me that it was going to be Leah proof, and maybe it's not. Anyway. And so it's funny, I Googled it, right? And the reason Munchkin's perfect is because I meant Munchkin through Wolf Tracks. I mean, actually, maybe technically through World Fangirl, but that all kind of blurs together. And so I think probably Munchkin did watch some of that Shadowrun playthrough. But it was just, so I Googled it, right? I Googled the studio, and as it turns out, same fucking studio. There's a reason it reminded me of Shadowrun. I was like, that's really funny because, as it turns out, it is the same studio. It's just a kind of a, I don't want to say modernized because I think that game is not like, the Shadowrun games are not that old, but they're like a little older. And this one definitely seems to have a little bit more going on in terms of kind of the back end resource utilization. Do you know what I mean? Like, not in terms of like weight on your system. I just mean like there's a little bit more to it in terms of um, like powers and equipment and that kind of thing. At least from what I remember. So it's interesting. Uh, okay. Mom, hi, hello, hi. Becoming a daily thing, had to reboot, no chat. Lurked anyway. Well, hi, hello. I'm sorry you had to reboot and that there was no chat. Like a thin layer of pillowy mashed potatoes hiding the greater meal beneath. Oh, wait, Jane says, I know it sounds weird, but it's honestly one of my favorite things in the world. I miss living in Connecticut for that pizza from my favorite bookstore and being closer to bigger cities. The potatoes are thin later. Aha. 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 Um, Thank you for shouting it, Brigitte.
True love is the greatest thing in the world. True love is the greatest thing in the world. Mutton, lettuce, and tomato sandwich with the mutton is nice and tomato sandwich when the mutton is nice and lean. They're so perky. I love that. They're so perky. I love that.
Why did it do that? Why did it do that? Why? Thank you though. Thank you for the gifts. I assume this is Quill, but I can look real quick. Because you were just talking about it. And it doesn't pop up with who on the thing. Throne being spectacularly unhelpful. I don't understand why it does this. Why are you like this? Throne. Hold on a second. Oh, it says anonymous.
I'll have what she's having.
I didn't make it anonymous, though.
A pirate's favorite letter. You took a pea away from a pirate. They would very irate about it.
Okay, well, I'm glad I didn't just out you, but you were just talking about it, so it wouldn't have been a very effective anonymous anyway. Why is it doing that then? I wonder if maybe they've changed their I wonder if maybe they've changed some. Like I honestly I haven't logged into Throne in so long that I don't even know. It may be that they like defaulted to anonymous or something, and you have to like enable something to let people put in their name. I don't know. But thank you. Thank you. I'm so excited about this. Okay, so we've got a Peculiar Baking, a practical guide to strange confections, which came my way via, I think, Brigitte, or an Instagram post, or possibly both. Somebody who's, I gather, a sort of a famous from social media kind of a guy who does specifically like fantastical baking creations. So I'm very excited about that. Thank you. And then something for Treat Leah. We got a Frito-Lay's exotic potato chip variety pack. It's so exciting. It's gonna be so much fun. Once we lose out on all of our fantastical new British goods, it would be you know, something to try for Treat Leah. So thank you. I appreciate that. Lots of options for both gifts for me and content for you guys. So thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know why it did it twice though. I know it was 2 different gifts, but like why did it do it twice? I don't know. Okay, so I got to look at the back end of that. No, I do care about the bits. We'll get there. I promise, Lassie. Throne doubling. Why? Okay. Why not? Thank you. Okay, so Lassie says P might be a pirate's favorite letter. If you took P away from a pirate, they would be very irate about it. Lassie, thank you for the bits. Thank you. I appreciate it. And for the joke. I love the dad jokes. They're great. It's not even a pun. It makes me so much less inclined to roll my eyes. I appreciate it. Brigitte says, I believe it was me. I think the word peculiar is in my algorithm. Mom says, might want to mix up the sweet and salty. Well, we also have other things. Yesterday we tried the pickled onion corn aliens. That's a weird thing to have come out of my mouth, but those of you who saw the things yesterday know that that's what it was. Clearly said you do. Yeah, see? Briggs says I can't speak for Leah, but Coach, you're one of my favorite people on Twitch. I can't make favorites. Everyone is my favorite, but Lassie has some of my favorite jokes, for sure. Can't wait to see some of those weird cakes and pies. I know you would love that. I know you would. So we'll definitely do that sometime soon. Ari, hi, hello, hi. How are you? Is Hanukkah over? Is it over? Oh, it's over. Yeah, it's over now. I was like, well, I had to do math. Math is hard. But hi, hello, happy Hanukkah retroactively. It's good to see you. How are you? How's the fam? It's good to see ya. Yeah. How's the ham and the fam? Lassie says that's what my mom says as well, but deep down everyone knows it's not actually true. No, well, you mean what? That everyone has favorites? That really, actually, everyone has favorites? And Brig found something in the vintage market before Christmas for Aerie. Fun. I literally, we're all good. Happy New Year, spam. Happy New Year. Yeah, so I'm really glad you're good. Good to hear that. The other funny thing that happened is that I made sufganiyat. I don't really know if I said that correctly, but it's the jelly donuts that I made for the day after Christmas, which was technically, or actually it was supposed to, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, it was like Saturday, I think, by the time I actually got around to it. But we made jelly donuts, and the first thing I did when I got offline was I sent a picture to Ari. I was like, look what I made. Don't they look great? They were so good. They were so good. I want them again. Can it be Hanukkah again? Because I want them again. Aha! One hand typing, holding the noodle in the other. Is it a wiggly noodle or is it a relatively stationary noodle? They look amazing. They did look amazing. They were amazing. They were fantastic. I found like an all fruit jam. Well, I didn't. Grog did. Found like an all fruit, like smooth puree raspberry jam that it had, like, I think it had like a little bit of extra citric acid in it or something. There was something about like the sweet tartness of the jam inside that was like so addictive. I luckily Grog had a D&D game right after, like Sunday after the thing, and so I sent most of them away to D&D with Grog, because I swear to God, otherwise I would have eaten all 24 of them myself. It's a farting noodle. Amazing. I have a farting dog. It's the incredible farts linking our two households. If we buy the Ring Fit, do we get a Ring Fit stream? Absolutely. That's not like a thing to say go buy the Ring Fit. I'm just saying that yes, that is what will happen. We will definitely do that. You know what else is funny is that we should do announcements, because that's what, thank you for the bridge. The bridge to nowhere. Thank you. Yeah, so the bridge to the Nintendo Switch. So tomorrow we are going to be playing Super Mario Sunshine. It'll be my first ever stream from my Nintendo Switch. I've got a capture card rigged up. I've got my camera's dying. This is fine. This is all fine. Everything's fine. I've got my thing rigged up. We're going to have a balloon drop, in theory. Anyway, we're going to try. And we're going to do pop culture trivia with Brigitte, because all y'all, including all y'all, raised $535 for the Jordan Porco Foundation for youth suicide prevention on New Year's Eve, even though Grog got sick and I couldn't stream. And that's amazing. So, congratulations, you guys. I can't even say how grateful I am. This was my first stream with this stream team. PS, I hope it's not like an official thing. There's no like partner involved or like hashtag or anything like that. But it's just a group of streamers that get together to do charity streams, and this is the one they chose for New Year's Eve. And it was my first one with them, and I thank you guys for making them grateful that they invited me to do it, because it was an amazing first impression to be like, hey, sorry, I can't actually stream. I'm sorry, and then have somebody cover my slot, and then have the majority of the donations come from our community anyway. How are you guys so awesome? How? So that's what happened. So I think it ended up being like 300 something plus $365 or something from you all, which is wild, out of the 535 that they raised total. And so you more than earned all the rewards. And we'll do Super Mario Sunshine tomorrow at 2 p.m. Balloon drop, pop culture trivia with Brigitte. We'll do some Dino Hands, Super Mario Sunshine, because I'm sure that's gonna go great. That's gonna go great. Me doing a platformer with dino puppets on my hands is gonna go great. I have face stickers. We'll stick some stickers on my face. I don't know, maybe we'll come up with another game for sticking stickers on my face, because I think it was actually only like 5 or 6 donations total. Specifically a pop quiz about 2024. Grog says if you ring it, then you better put a fit on it. If you ring it, then you better put a fit on it. If you ring it, then you better put a fit on it. Don't be mad. I don't know how to, I can't like take that beyond that. He tried. I tried. It's fine. So Leah will 100% know the answers. Leah will 100% know none of the answers. We're gonna need to like rig up a like phone a friend, and if Google can be my friend, that would be great. Do we ask Chester the answer? We'll write down 3 possibilities and then let Chester put his paw on the one that he thinks it is or something. I don't know. But yes, the idea behind the ring fit, especially now that I've got the capture card hooked up, was that if someone were to get that, we would 100%, you would see the rest of my living room and we would do a ring fit stream. At least one, maybe more than one. Who knows? Pop quiz as in pop culture. Exactly. And I will get them all wrong. Okay, as long as we're doing announcements, why don't we continue along that train? Monday and Wednesday, in theory, we should be back to regularly scheduled Fortnite. Dez's kids don't go back to school till Wednesday, and I haven't talked to Dez about this, so I don't really know how that's going to go for Monday. We'll find out whether we're going to be doing Fortnite with Dez or Fortnite alone or something else. I don't know. Monday, don't know. Tuesday, my plan is to make ranch beans and lamb chops and churros. I was in, you guys know El Chosen One. I hope you know El Chosen One. We're gonna, hold on, let's do a little shouty shout for El Chosen One, who has been absolutely obsessed with Path of Exile 2, but also does cooking streams. He's been obsessed with Path of Exile 2. I keep popping into his streams and that's what he's playing, and I'm like, I don't understand this game at all, but I like you, and I'm just gonna hang and we're gonna chat and it's gonna be fine. And so he and I were talking about his New Year's Eve menu, and he made he used the name in Spanish. It might have been beans with garlic. I don't remember what he said. But he said it in Spanish, and I don't know what it is in Spanish, but it reminded me of that ranch bean recipe that I have, and I was like, you know what, I want that. So we're gonna do that. I have a recipe for a marinated lamb chop situation, because we happen to have lamb chops in the freezer. And that requires 0 time because the ranch beans go in the crock pot and the lamb chops need to be marinated overnight. And so it's going to be like 5 minutes to grill the lamb and like 10 minutes to reduce the sauce that goes with it. And I was like, what else could we do? And I was like, churros. I've never done that before, so let's do it. Let's try it. Also Discord. Yes, right, Discord. Oh, we'll talk about Discord too. Give me 1 second. I'll get through the rest of the week and then we'll talk about Discord. He has been playing a lot of PoE2. Frijoles con I something. That's what he said. Were you listening that day? When I was talking with him, I guess you must have been. I don't think you said anything, but in fact, I thought it was after you went to bed. Are you sneaking on people's streams after bedtime, Brigitte? No, I speak Spanish. Yeah. It was frijoles con I something, and so that's what makes me think it was garlic, because in French it's, I don't know what it is in French, but it is a thing that sounded the same as it would have as what he said, and so I assumed it was garlic. Anyway, whatever. Lassie says, wait, where's the thing about Annika? Something Annika would not fail at, but definitely her weakness. A pop quiz in pop culture. I see, yes. But then again, probably slightly better than a normal person. Probably. I'm way too... Yeah, what is garlic in French? Cherry... Ari wants to know if that's a Chester butt on the corner. Is it a Chester butt? It is, it's a Chester butt. Hey, you want to come here, Chester butt? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. No. Come here. Come here. Come here. Look. Do you see that? There's the dog face. There's the little dog face. Good boy. Now he just ran away from me because
He's French.
got up and he's angry at me now for poking him. Brigitte the Dream Sneaker. Oh gosh. Lie. That's what it was. That's what made me think it was garlic, because that's what it sounded like to me. Yes, he's a good boy, and he's back here. He came back now that I stopped bothering him. Pronounced like I. Yeah. So I did get it right. Okay, so we're gonna keep plowing through the week. Okay, so Thursday, no stream Thursday. I have a doctor's appointment and then I have a hair appointment to get all of this taken care of. Why does it keep freezing? Why does it keep freezing? Drive me crazy. Anyway, so we're no stream Thursday. We are gonna stream on Friday. I'm gonna do another cooking stream. Dirtle, hi. Yeah, it did. It worked. Thank you. On Friday, we're going to do another cooking stream. What we're going to do in a few minutes after I finish talking about the week and after I finish talking about what's happening in Discord on Sunday, we're going to talk about what's happening on Friday. And then on Saturday, we'll do some games. Saturday, we'll do gaming. Hi, Kaylee. Hi. Hi, Kaylee. It's good to see you. Hi, Doodles. It's good to see you too. How's work? Our weather is positively Swiss right now. We had thunder snow. And now everything's covered in a thin layer of snow and ice, and it looks like Dirtle's pizza root. I'll have to take a picture later. I'll take a picture out well, actually it'll be dark later. Maybe I'll take a picture tomorrow. We're supposed to get a bunch of snow in the next couple of days though, so it's going to be all snow all the time. Right. So cooking Friday, games Saturday, next Saturday. And that's going to take care of the week. Rewinding to Sunday. So tomorrow, charity stream, redemptions. Sunday in Discord. Wait, let's push the Discord button again. Brigitte is going to be treating us to a showing of, I can't remember the name of the thing. Can you put the thing in chat, Brigitte? Can you put the name of the play? We're going to be watching a play together. We have been doing movie nights, but Brigitte found a treasure trove of play recordings. We watched one back in like November, October. I can't remember when it was. It was really, really good. Everybody was really engaged. It was really interesting. This one is based on, okay, The Prince. The Prince by Abigail Thorne is people get trapped in Shakespeare land and have to escape. With echoes of Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are Dead, if you're familiar with that, by Tom Stoppard. So if you would like to join us for that, that's going to be Sunday at 4 Eastern, I think, is when that's happening. But go to Discord, click the events, and it will tell you what time and where, and you'll get a notification, a reminder, and all that if you want to be involved in that. Quill watched it on Nebula. I think that's where it's coming from. I think it's coming from Nebula. So you can watch it again with us if you want, or not if you don't want. Speaking of cookbooks, so thank you for the Throne cookbook. However, I also have, and I'm just going to show this one just because it happens to be sitting here. I have a couple of cookbooks in French. I have like 3 of them. This one I think is just for pressure cookers. And I don't have a pressure cooker anymore, and so that's like probably not that helpful. But like literally all in French. One of them is Alsacien, or Alsacienne, I think. And then is what it says on the cover. And then the other one is just sort of like 300 like easy after work kind of recipes, I think it said. So something like that. And so that has entered the pile of cookbooks. Do you guys remember like last Monday, when it seems like an eternity ago, Monday, when I was typing up all of my cookbooks? Why is this stupid thing still freezing? It's like really bad. It's like constant. Normally it doesn't happen this often. How could I fix that? Do we want to just refresh it? Maybe that would help. Hold on. Let's just refresh it and see what happens. Can I do that? Okay, so I deactivated it and reactivated it, and maybe that will help, because what the heckies? Jane says, okay, I lurk a little because brain can't multitask at the moment, but I love you, and just shout at me if you need me. I've got the sound on. Okay, thank you, Jane. Go finish up your work day, and we will see you back here very soon. Lassie doesn't remember Thursday. Lassie, Thursday was yesterday. Quill says I should send you all my old cookbooks that I don't use. No, please don't. I don't need more cookbooks. Oh my gosh. Brigitte, you know what happens when you shout at people. Anyway, so I happen to have a couple of ones in French, in addition to a whole pile of other ones that I didn't remember that I had. So do you remember when I told you that I thought I had like 48 cookbooks, and so that was going to be perfect for like a week-long project? As it turns out, I have 72 cookbooks, which is a little less perfect, but you know what? We're going to make it work. So Friday is going to be our first cookbook roulette stream. And I am going to right now, with a drum roll, with extra drama from having to talk through this, actually 71, because one of those is a title, with so much extra drama and what do you call that? Anticipation. We're going to find a random number generator. Good. We're doing good. We're doing great. Okay. And we're going to put in a number for the number of the cookbook that we're going to cook from on Friday. Isn't this exciting? This is so exciting. Aries says, I want the cookbook Leah writes, just saying, even if it's in French. I don't really write recipes, though. Durdle says, please don't send your old cookbooks to Leah, folks. Instead, she would love to receive condiment packets. Send her that. She'll be overjoyed. No, Durdle, no. Unless it's, wait, what did opting out come up with? Oh, boysenberry syrup. If you have condiment packets of boysenberry syrup, just let me know and I'll give you my address. Grog says, we already have French cookbooks, including Julia Child's. Yes, but these are actually French. Julia Child's is more like, translated for American grocery stores. More like that. Durdle says, disclaimer, don't send Lee any condiment packets either. Yes. Very smart covering yourself with a postscript. It doesn't mean that Durdle's going to get any less yelled at. Durdle, careful, it might be Durdle hunting season. Yeah, you know what? In fact, it is. Quill watched a series about Julia Child recently. It was fun. Which one did you watch? Because I know there have been a couple. Okay, we are going to manually create a drum roll and generate a number, which is 18. Which cookbook are we cooking from on Friday? It is, the James Beard Cookbook. I don't, there's probably been 1,000 of them, but I have one in particular from 1960 something or other. Grog, can you go grab that? Because there's 518 pages. Grog's going to go grab the cookbook and I will tell you what we are cooking because I have just put in a number between 1 and 518 and gotten 408. Julia on Max. Okay, interesting. Turtle says I can handle the hunt, no worries there. What if it's wild? Speaking of the wild hunt, you guys, all right. Is anyone familiar with Susan Cooper?
Run that number again.
No. We're good. We'll be good. We have a plan. We have a plan. Ooh. I have a plan. I have a plan for things that we can't eat.
Oh, what kind of dog is he?
He's friendly. With
Wild turtle is the only ethically sourced turtle. That's a very cheesy cheese recipe. It's a very creamy cream recipe anyway. Yeah, there's a movie with Meryl Streep. So right. So we have several conversations going on now. We have cookbook, we have Julia Child, and we have Susan Cooper. This is my fault. All of this is my fault. Why don't we let's go with Julia Child first, because I think that one's going to be fastest, which is to say, there was a book called Julie and Julia that Julie Powell wrote about trying to cook through all of Mastering the Art of French Cooking, like in a year. And so she just was going to cook everything from the book, I think. And that they turned that into a movie with Meryl Streep. Interestingly, Julia Child was a bit of a B word, and did not like that concept. She envisioned her book as being an easy to use reference guide for the average American cook. Of course, this happened in about 2005, well into the period of Americans don't cook, they just eat fast food and microwave meals. Do you know what I mean? So like people having the wherewithal to like dress a goose, probably not so much, right? Most people, probably not so much. And so Julia Child, before she died, hated this concept. And then they made a movie out of it and she hated the movie. And so, that's fine. She's allowed to think what she thinks. Her legacy is her legacy. I still love the book. I loved Julie and Julia too. I haven't seen the movie, but I read the book and I thought it was terrific. So, whatever. I mean, I think it's just a function of accepting that when you put something out into the world, people are going to take it how they're going to take it. And unfortunately, a lot of Mastering the Art of French Cooking is not terribly accessible anymore. Just saying. No, it's not a new model of Mini Coopers as the B word butter. Yeah, she's a butter is what she is. I read she was also a bit of a homophobe. I mean, I'm not surprised about that. I mean, look, she served in the US Army in World War II. I don't expect a lot out of that generation when it comes to inclusivity, like some people, absolutely. They do their thing, they do their best, they adapt to the times, they get with it. Some don't. And hopefully most of us have learned better, and sometimes people haven't. So I'm really not surprised to hear that. She's just old. Munchkin likes the movie. I mean, it's got Meryl Streep in it. How bad could it be, right? Okay, so that's Julie. Julie and Julia Child. But contemporary of hers, more or less, James Beard here, still has or cookbook food award, restaurant award named after him. Although I believe he died some time ago. This is another one of those kind of like, this one was probably like you buy it in the line at the grocery store checkout kind of a thing. It's from Velma Eckerweck. And the copyright is 1959 for this edition, but this printing was 1963. This particular recipe that we have been directed to on page 408 is a cognac or brandy sauce, which is interesting because I do make a cognac sauce for lamb almost every Easter that doesn't look like this at all. But this one uses 6 tablespoons of butter, 2/3 of a cup of powdered sugar, 2 eggs, 3/4 of a cup of heavy cream, and 1.5 ounces of cognac. So this actually seems more like a dessert sauce because of all of the powdered sugar. But obviously with 3/4 of a cup of heavy cream, we're not eating that. So let's back it up. Let's move it all forward because these are all dessert sauces. I have never made a souffle. And this suggests making a souffle, which I don't know that I can do because I would need to find a substitute for scalded milk. That's difficult. We're just going to keep flipping until we can get to something that we can make. Which, as it turns out, is on page 417. Old-fashioned vegetable soup. Yes, you can scald milk. You can absolutely scald milk. It's not a problem. The problem is, I don't think I can scald almond milk, put it in a souffle, and reasonably expect that to go well. Souffles being notoriously fussy. Lassie says, I feel like it made the news at one point and she gets in trouble for it. Maybe. He was in the series. I bet he was. Sometime ago equals 1985. Yeah, I mean, that was also a while ago. So yeah, we're going to do this. So, beef broth, onions, carrots, celery, turnip, leeks, string beans, cabbage, potatoes, peas, broken up macaroni bits. Interesting. So yeah, let's do that. So let's
Stick
do.
with me, and you'll never go hungry again.
Did that echo for you guys or just for me? I told you this was weird, right? Quill, thank you for gifting 5 subs. I appreciate that. To our Odyssey 1 opting out, Starberry Jams, Airy Babble, and Quantum. I know you guys may not know Starberry Jams, but Starberry Jams was a part of our charity raid train on New Year's Eve. And then all of those other people, except Odyssey 1, I don't know who that is, but all the rest of those people are people we all know very well. So thank you. That's a very good list. Amazing. I appreciate it. I hope all of you enjoy your emotes and your ad-free viewing. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, this will be fun. All right, so vegetable soup it is. That's gonna be our first thing. When we get into that, when we get into that on Friday, you all will be able to see more of the book. We'll flip through it and read some other things. The idea behind this project is that I want to be able to kind of assess the cookbooks in my collection, all 71 of them, over the course of the next year or so, and pull out anything that I don't think I necessarily need to keep. The reality of Grog and Mai's life this year is that we may be expecting to experience some changes. And so we are anticipating, in anticipation of that, trying to very slowly go through all of our things and determine whether they are things that we wish to carry with us into our future or not. At some point, we'll talk some more detail about all of this. I'm not going to do it today, but this is what's driving this project. So the idea is to assess these cookbooks with a very critical eye, because right now I have 2.5 shelves worth of them that I literally never use. And so we're going to probably release some of the ones that are more aspirational. I have a fascination, a fondness, an obsession with cookbooks from specifically like the mid-century period, so like kind of like the 1940s or like the 1970s. And so I have a lot of them, and one of the things that I suspect is that
I'll have what she's having.
Hype train boy, why should you never brush your teeth with your left hand? Because a toothbrush works better.
Thank you for the bits, Lassie. You guys, thank you for the hype train. Brigitte says assessing cookbooks is fun. Yeah, it should be fun. But the fact is that I feel like, I know upon kind of like leafing through some of these books, some of them are going to be highly duplicative. Do you know what I mean? Like I have a Better Homes and Gardens one, and I have a New Homes and Gardens one, and I have a Good Housekeeping one, and I have another Good Housekeeping one. I think there's several, like, for example, like magazine-esque type, like created cookbooks from like the late 1950s, early 1960s, and food didn't really change that much. And so I'm kind of thinking that like I probably don't need all of them, but like which ones are the best ones and which ones can I let go of? No, not exactly cooking scenes. Just like I don't know how to explain it, but like when there are magazines, they compile them into cookbooks and then they resell the recipes again, right? And so this is how the world works, how the world has always worked. Bloggers now do it. So if you put your blog stuff up on your blog for free and then you write a cookbook and somebody pays you for it, that's how this works. And so I would imagine, given that they're all kind of like happy homemaker magazines, that they may have some kind of similar like threads. For example, I know I'm not getting rid of Mastering the Art of French Cooking. I love that book. It's a vintage copy. The James Beard cookbook, when I already have Joy of Cooking and the America's Test Kitchen cookbook as like a general reference, and then like some of these other like magazine level does this paperback 500-page thing make the cut in my collection? I'm doubtful, but we'll see. Okay. Susan Cooper, The Wild Hunt. You guys, I've been rereading The Dark is Rising. Do you guys know what I'm talking about when I say that? Thank you for the hype train, you guys. If you were a participant in that, you may have a new emote to show for it. Definitely share that in the chat if you got one. It's a cute little reindeer. I didn't realize there were new Christmas ones. That's fun. But thank you again, Quill and Lassie. I appreciate it. And thank you for the hype train, you guys. Like two streams in a row with a hype train. Random. Now it's freezing up again. It's just so annoying. Maybe I'll see if I can do something about it during the break. I don't know. If I unplug it, though, I'm going to have to relaunch OBS, which means restarting the stream. I don't really want to do that. So, Quill says, I love that my Twitch says choo-choo. Oh, because there is the UI in French? Oh, that's really interesting. Lassie's is so good. It's a Rudolph. It's a this is fine Rudolph. It's so good. That's such a good emote. Hype. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh dear. DEER. Oh no. Vengeance Rudolph. Yes. So this book, right? This series of books, I first read these probably Christmas break of 7th grade. I think it was 7th grade. It's 4 books, or arguably 5, but 4 books, written by a British woman in the 1970s. that are written for children, tweens, before YA was really a thing in the way that it is now. That tells the story of a young man named Will, who's kind of a chosen one type kid, who goes on this goes on an epic adventure, except it's very grounded in the real world, and seasons and British folklore, and as it turns out, Welsh folklore, which I think is interesting and something that I was not necessarily as aware of as a child. But I reread The Dark is Rising over Christmas, and I have been rereading all the books since then. The Wild Hunt is something that features prominently towards the end of that book, which is what made me think of it. I just wondered if anyone else had ever read them, or if anyone else was as obsessed with them as I was. I was obsessed. I think I think what happened was I took the first book out of the school library to read over Christmas break, and then ended up like staying up all night, don't tell my mother, and reading it like in one sitting. And then I rode my little bike down to our little bookstore, and I placed an order for the last 3 with Christmas money, the subsequent 3 with Christmas money, and was really hopeful that it would get in before New Year's so that I could finish the rest of the series before I went back to school and had to like do homework and stuff. My favorite thing. So good. Opting out. Hello. Hello, friend. How are you? How goes things? How goes the fire? Does it need watching? It looks like it's consuming a reindeer up there. You might want to get on that. I got a sudden vision of a generous hedgehog and felt the need to check out Leah's stream. Thanks, Quill. With his nose as red as vindictive arson. Sometimes I sting and sometimes I'm nice. And thank you for the hydrate, Lassie. I just did it. Yeah, because she's totally not watching stream. No, definitely not. Briggs says I got a memento from the cabaret I went to last week that I thought you might appreciate. You want to post it in the Discord? Okay, we'll have to look at that. All right, we are, believe it or not, edging up on our first hour because I am apparently an inveterate yapper, as my favorite trolls on the internet like to point out. So we just talk for an hour apparently now. Do we think we're jazzy? Is that what's happening here? Are we just jazzy now? Do I just need to put like chats for an hour? Because that's apparently what we seem to be doing. And also partly it's because I was supposed to do that cookbook thing yesterday and I forgot, but it's fine. I think we're going to go to our break just a little bit early. And when we come back, I will come back to the gaming screen so that we can actually get into this game, because I'm really excited to play it and I'm really excited to show it off. So if you are subscribed, or have a subscription, or you just don't get ads in your country, you may see some clips. If you are not, then you may see up to 3 minutes of ads. Please do hang in there. We do 3 minutes of ads an hour so that the rest of the stream can be ad free and you won't miss anything. You won't miss anything. And I'll grab a treat Leah while I'm up because Brigitte has decided no game for me. Lassie says all my favorite streamers yap, or some may say waffle on. Okay, waffle like a grilled cheese. I will be right back.
Resurrected by various I forgot to do the dishes last night. Alright, this is
Hello.
The doggy. Everybody in their jammies, including the Chester.
Hello. We have matching jammies. Yes, it's a pajama party.
Alright.
The other day, I had to turn up my sound again, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say this, and I'm sorry, anybody who's got your if you're at work and you have no headphones on, give me 5 seconds. When it's this sound, it's oh ho ho, there's fuckery afoot. Okay, so this is Dr. Andy saying the Johann line from, or whatever. I don't know, whatever. Using Johann voice to say this thing. And I'm not gonna sing the night that Patty Murphy died. Maybe I am gonna sing the night that Patty Murphy died. Oh, the night that Patty Murphy died is a night I'll never forget. One of the boys got loaded drunk and he ain't been sober yet. As long as the bottle was passed around, every man was feeling gay. Never mind. You have no idea what I'm talking about. I don't even think the song is Irish. I think it's literally Newfoundland. Anyway. So, our friend Santa Quinn has this ridiculous jump scare redeem that where the guy says, you know, you almost made me drop my croissant. Okay, Grog will do it, but I'm not gonna.
Drop my croissant!
That actually jump scared me. I hate you. In fact, you should probably clip that for Santa. Like an egg wash on something like this. I'm actually not going to do that today. Because I'm running a little bit behind and I don't want to keep folks too much past when I said I was going to stop streaming. Everybody, you know, you have other places to go tonight, things to do, foods to eat. I don't know, stuff. Stab, 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 stab. You're right. That's very satisfying. Okay. So, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and Byron, that eye roll was just for you. I stream up on my laptop and muted while my kids finish up classwork. Oh. Are you gonna stop that? Yeah, cool. So now we're gonna let that natural release for 10 minutes. Byrne says these are all mine. So are these like a specific reference, like a specific Star Wars? Wait, hold on. This is so great. This is so great. I'm so excited. Wait. They fought. Now they kiss.
Hey, Chuck. Did you eat dinner tonight? Have you eaten? Should you eat?
Most detective stories start when the gorgeous blonde walks into the detective's office. We thought we'd start our story a little differently, where the stunning red-headed bombshell. Hello, welcome back. Sorry that took me a few minutes. I realized belatedly that I had to go get snacks and that also I needed to go to the bathroom. So, all right. So, Brigitte wants me to try out some Walker's Squares and one of the chocolates. Oh, actually, Grog, can you grab the bag for me for the chips? Because I didn't. I should have, and I didn't. I put them in a thing so that I wouldn't have to like listen to the crinkling. Brig says I like the medium to low challenge. It keeps my brain quiet. Interesting. Lovely singing. Is that you, Patty Murphy? No, you don't. Doggies don't get salt and vinegar chips. So here's what we're trying today. Specifically, Walker's Squares. Snacks with angles is where it's at, while the others sit in their packs.
He's French. With
all round and smooth, squares are unashamedly different. Bite off the corners first, or build little crisp houses before all the tasty, salty munching and crunching. Bet you can't do that with those round ones. No artificial colors and suitable for vegetarians. Let's try it. Grog is making me a drink with tamarind and pasilla chili syrup. I have no idea how this is going to be. Lassie says, well, now that the game is starting, I should go. Bye, Leah. Have a great something. Told you, Leah. Shape matters. Bye, Lassie. Thanks for coming to hang out. I appreciate it. Thanks again for the bits. I hope you have a good rest of your night, and we'll talk to you again soon. Also, hi, Cat Night Captain Andrew. Thank you for the bits. Look at those adorable little running kitties. They're so cute. How are you? How was your New Year? Happy New Year. Briggs says, let's do it chocolate, then savory this time. Okay, that's a good idea. So I had poured all of the Kit Kats and all of the other Cadburys into a bowl. And I just reached in and blindly chose one with my eyes closed. So what we ended up with is this, which is, which is a Cadbury cream egg twisted. I don't know what this is. Are they square though? Do you have your calipers handy? They are definitely not even remotely within the realm of square. I mean, I guess they are within the realm of square in that squares are also rectangles, but these are also visibly rectangular. Okay. I don't like cream eggs at all. So we're gonna torture ourselves with this delectable piece of poopy looking Nardo. Ugh. This is so sweet. I can't even. The thing that drives me crazy is that, like, people in Europe constantly are like, oh, American desserts are so sweet. It's so sweet. It's so sugary. It's so sweet. And I'm like, what? Have you met British chocolate? Like, this is like nothing but sugar. I just don't understand it. There's no flavor here. It's like putting a sugar cube in my mouth. No, you're fine. You're fine, Quill. You're fine. I mean, it's all relative, right? It's all based on like the entire spectrum of what's available to you as a European. I feel like it gets a slightly unjust rap though, because I find British chocolate specifically to just be absolutely tooth-achingly, disgustingly, intensely sweet. I mean, if I were a child, I would love this. It would be the best thing in the history of ever. Okay, but that's also not fair. Quill says, I want to say the Brits aren't known for their great food. And that is true to an extent, right? Like, this is like a cultural, like a, I don't know, whatever. But, I mean, we lived there for 6 months and I barely had a bad meal the entire time. Like, we had one bad meal. It was in the Maritime Museum in Greenwich. And basically we ended up with a frozen sausage roll that basically hadn't been unfrozen. Something went wrong and it wasn't heated all the way through. It was like frozen in the middle still. Like, it was cooked, like it had been pre-prepared, but it was like, yeah, anyway, that was bad. That was not a good meal. but for the most part, we were extremely impressed by the quality of ingredients, by the preparation, by so much fusion. And granted, we were in London, right? So I mean, this may be different in places that are not as cosmopolitan. But Cardiff, we went to Cardiff. We had amazing food. We went to Edinburgh, amazing food. Even like random little side of the road type restaurants when we were in the Scottish Highlands, amazing food, just terrific. Like really fresh, really good. No complaints. Some of it simple, but also flavorful. So, I don't know. I know it gets a bad rap. We had a tremendous experience. We really liked the food. But British chocolate, just not my thing. Not my thing. Briggs's American chocolate literally tastes like barf, though, so this may be just a chocolate issue in the English-speaking world. I know people say that. I don't get that, but also I don't eat that kind of chocolate either. So, like, the chocolate that I like, we've talked about this yesterday, and we'll probably talk about it every single time until I get through this entire bowl of candy, which is that I don't really eat chocolate. I eat dark chocolate. I eat dark chocolate bars and dark chocolate truffles and dark chocolate chips and dark chocolate, but not like Hershey's chocolate, which is the one that everybody says tastes like barf, because I think there's like an acid in it or something. It also makes it less sweet though, and so maybe if you're just accustomed to it, it doesn't taste weird to you. I don't know. Aries says, "Oh my gosh, Quill, thanks for the gift sub." Enjoy your gifts, and your little flame matches your green name, Ari. Quill says, "I have a feeling all the English people here would find bad things to say about the French too." Yes, I'm sure they would. And now Grog made me a tamarind and pasilla chili whiskey cocktail.
Fuego Loco.
Called a Fuego Loco.
Yes.
Okay, we'll taste that in a minute. I'm gonna try these salt and vinegar crisps though. Walker's Squares. Briggs says Fuego Loco. Oh my god, it's you. It is me. I am the crazy fire. All right. Verdict. The flavor is good. I like the salt and vinegar. They are intensely vinegary. Grog tried them and he said it was intensely vinegary, which I agree with. I don't like the texture as much as I did the pickled onion ones from yesterday. It's the reconstituted potato thing. It's the same reason I don't really like Pringles. Like, if I want a potato chip, I want like a sliced potato, like a sliced fried potato, and not potato mush that has been reconstituted into a fried snack. That's not to say I won't eat it. These are not terrible. I may not eat the whole bowl because I've got a whole bowl here, and that's a lot of potato chips. That's not like my favorite thing in the history of ever, but I will snack on them while I drink my drink. Yeah, so this glass from the 1960s. I don't know if you can tell, but there's little green diamonds. You see the little green diamonds? It's Culver Valencia. Online, you will see that these were made in France. They were not. Why people think they were made in France is beyond me. They were made in Ohio. Bizarre. Just absolutely bizarre, like, game of telephone that gets handed down from one reseller to another that's just wrong. But these are Culver Valencia, so Culver Glass Company, Culver, Ohio, made these glasses in the 1960s. They reproduced a slightly different pattern that is continually produced. You can still buy them in like stores and stuff. But yeah, this was my grandmother's set of glassware. Although this is not her set of glassware. She used to put hers in the dishwasher, and so all the gold washed off. And so we didn't, I don't think, saved them when she died. But I saw them in an antique store one time, and I was like, oh my god, those are my grandmother's glasses. And I bought them, and now I have an enormous collection. And that's just, my life. It's not spicy. Like, I was expecting it to be spicy because It's like a whiskey sour, but it's tamarind and pasilla chili apparently. But I was expecting it to be spicy. It's not spicy. Good. Briggs says context. I had a bag of these in my school lunch every weekday between the ages of 15 and 18. Really? So you really like these? I would choose the Space Invaders over those, but they're good. They're all right. I will probably eat them. I will probably not eat all of them today. I will put the leftovers in a little plastic baggie and eat them another time. But I do not think they are disgusting, and I will consume them. I will not beg you to send me more. I don't know that I will beg you to send me more Space Invaders because I don't know that they survived the trip particularly well. But I would definitely take more pickled onion, fluffy corn snacks, should the opportunity present itself. I might actually go to the British store near us and see if they have them, because those were very good. Opting out says Ohio, truly the France of the U.S. There, now I've offended everyone. Yes, because Ohio doesn't exist. Are you saying France doesn't exist? Opting out? I'm sure Quill will be very surprised to hear that. All right, game. Game. We play game here? We play games? No, we don't. We don't play games. Who do we think we are playing a game? All right, we're going to start a new playthrough, though, because we want to show off the entire thing. Do we have game sound is the question. I think we don't. I think there should be music here. And I'm a little confused. So let's take a quick peek at our sound and see if we can figure out why there is none. Okay. Oh, sorry. Oh no. Oh.
The courier's late.
Hey!
Hey.
You're welcome.
Well done. What's your name again?
The gentleman Jin, at your service.
And we're married to that name, are we?
What's wrong with my name?
This is what I mean by self-referential humor. The game's making fun of the guy's name. They named the guy. Like, they named him, but they're making fun of this is what I like. This is the humor I like. I love the fact that, first of all, the glamorous blonde is the brawler. She's the one that punches people in the face. I love that so much. She's like this willowy blonde with perfect hair, and she's the puncher. I love it. I love it. I loved this game from the moment I opened it. I was like, I hope this doesn't play like ass, because, which it doesn't, because I love it. I love everything about it. Okay, I'm gonna turn off my my follower goal here, just because it's kind of ruining the aesthetic of all of this. It's so pretty. We're gonna turn off the follower goal. Okay.
How about I find our missing courier? You stay here and guard my back?
So you can get the baggage yourself and cut me out of the job. Ha, nice try.
Whatever you say, Gentleman Jin.
Was that so hard? But that's my professional name. You can just call me Latif.
No, we don't want to do that. I have to remember how all of this works, because I don't necessarily remember exactly how all of this works. My recollection is also that...
So, how long have you been working for Elle?
As long as you have, I think.
So about 3 hours. Got it.
So my recollection is that you can't actually shift the perspective in Shadowrun. I think you just kind of get the view you get. And of course, this one, I'm rotating the camera and stuff, but I can't change the tilt. I can just kind of pan it, right? A horn at night. From the apartments beyond comes the melody of a French horn, faint but bold against the city's murmurs. Most doors can be opened one way or another. We're going to clamber. We need to switch people so that we can
door's barred.
clamber.
I guess you're lucky I'm here then.
And it's
Oh, you
interesting. You
waited
can
for
kind of
me.
like
Didn't have
switch
much of a choice. Let's go.
between real time and like turn-based movement. It's just really interesting. Right, so breaking walls. Ingrid is a bruiser, able to bring down weakened barriers to create new paths through the environment. Use Ingrid's real-time ability to break through this crumbling wall. How do I... Oh. X. Break.
How's that
Nice.
for a kicker?
The trick is wanting it bad enough.
Didn't mean to use her special power on that, but I did. So it is what it is. It's okay. What's this way? Anything? Not really. So I guess we're gonna go this way because there's the little number.
Look, there's a courier.
Look at here.
He's sleeping?
A letter from our employer. The mysterious L.
Right. Lore. A letter. March 1st March 1932. Monsieur T. My agents will meet you as arranged, and I expect you will deliver. Why else would you write our mutual friend about discovering the cards? Surely you knew he would write to me. So sell me the deck and be done with it. Do not stand between me and my revenge. Brigitte says this is definitely in a style you're a fan of. What is it though? Because and it's funny because Des often says that she's on a gaming journey, right? And I'm going to borrow that it for a moment because I feel like in some ways I am also on a gaming journey. I don't know that I would necessarily gravitate to this kind of a game all the time, but look at the aesthetic of this. How could you not love this? I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just because this is exactly the kind of thing I like, but I do love it. So I gather we're in a French city because this says Boutique de Tailleur, which is going to be a tailor shop, right? And I do love kind of any kind of like steam. And I called it Deco Punk in my stream title because it's obviously 1930s, and there's a little bit of a you'll see as we get into it. The headlines. Tomorrow's issue of Le Petit Parisien already fills the stands. March 4th, 1932. So I don't, yeah, like what is it about it that makes it so pulp comes to mind? Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And it's true, I do enjoy that. All right, so we're gonna investigate the courier here.
He's dead.
And no sign of the package. So much for an easy job.
The poor guy's still warm. The package can't be far.
Right. So the other thing that we can do is we can group and we can ungroup. Which is, did we leave him back there? Where the hell is he? Why is he not following us? Bizarre. Anyway. You like those pulp magazines? I mean, I would say not so much magazines as, I mean, I feel like, especially you kind of get into the 1940s, and you like the pinup style. Obviously, is one that I certainly appreciate.
No idea, but 10 francs as one of them has our package.
But yeah, I mean, the like the Harlequin cover aesthetic of that era is also really good, like the 1940s, 1950s. Yeah, so I think that's true. I think I like the idea of and one of the things about pulp, right, about noir fiction, is that it doesn't tend to be the most progressive, and yet there's every evidence that this game doesn't approach it from that perspective. Given that the glamorous blonde is the puncher, for example. All right, sizing up the options. There's a lookout up ahead in a well-defended position. Get too close and the agents will enter the guard's field of vision, causing him to become suspicious. A frontal attack is an option, but not the only one. Scoundrels like Ingrid and Latif can handle certain threats while staying silent. As a sneak, Latif has several advantages during infiltration. When not grouped with other agents, he moves more quietly and can approach enemies from behind without being detected. Ungroup and switch to Latif to narrow the enforcer's field of vision, then move Latif behind the enforcer. Alright, so we want to switch to Latif, who has not come with us for some reason, because I guess we weren't grouped up. There's a little bit about this that's as the story progresses, you see there's a little bit about it that's a little bit like Indiana Jones-esque. All right, so we want to sneak behind this guy. During infiltration, agents can use takedowns to quietly dispatch enemies. This lone sentry is a perfect target for a sneak's takedown. Sucker punch. Switch to Latif, move him behind the sentry, and press A. Okay.
So much for him. Any sign of the package?
These guys are flunkies. We're looking for a bigger fish.
An hour ago, this was a cakewalk. Now we've got the dead courier and goons in gas masks.
Through the skylight. Below is a lone night watchman slouched in a chair fast asleep. Behind him is a spirit board. The planchette points to the letter H. Interesting. Okay, can I vault this? No? Oh, I can. Okay. Now, I don't remember. There we go. Okay. Can I group with her yet? No. So she's just too far back. This guy is facing us, though, which makes me think that this is not gonna go well. All right, 2 guards up ahead. Too many for a sneak to sucker punch, but bruisers like Ingrid can use slam to take down up to 3 targets at once. Slam makes more noise than other takedowns, but dead men don't get suspicious. Switch to Ingrid and press A, aim with L, confirm with A. Okay. Agents have a limited number of takedowns they can perform per mission. The number of uses remaining is displayed on the abilities icon. So I had accidentally used one, I think. But we're gonna do this. A. I think I need to get a little closer, maybe? Nope, nope, nope. Okay. A. A.
Lights out.
Aha!
Jesus!
I got one guy, and now we are in initiative. So I need to use remember how to do this. There we go. Move, strike, melee-based attack. All right, we're gonna use that. Some abilities need a target. Cycle through all the targets in range with LB or RB and select one with A. While targeting, the ability's chance to hit and chance on hit to score critical damage are displayed on the right-hand side of the screen. Change a part, cancel target with B. Okay, we got this. Confirm. Punchy punch. Can we punchy punch him again? Punch. Aha! Area clear. Nice. Let's go get Latif. Fight music! Yes. Now my recollection is that there is, yeah, okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna ungroup.
Here.
Nope. And we're gonna go, oh, there's another guard. Good to know.
Another flunky. Perhaps we can slip past them.
Suspicion. Make too much noise or enter their field of vision and enemies will become suspicious, indicated by a question mark over their head. When an already suspicious enemy sees or hears something fishy, an expanding red circle appears around them, indicating they are searching their surroundings. If an agent gets caught in that red circle, combat will start. But this enforcer has his back turned to some low cover, so it won't be hard to slip past him undetected. Okay. All agents can use cover to stay out of sight, even when inside an enemy's field of vision. Okay. Sneaks have an extra trick up their sleeve. When ungrouped and next to any cover, sneaks are cloaked, meaning an enemy can only see them when standing right in front of them, even when they're in that enemy's direct line of sight. Grouping up with other agents will make a sneak easier to spot, though. Stay close or split up. It's a gamble either way. Okay. Uh-oh. Haha.
Good night.
Ta-da! Sneaky Sneakertons!
Come on, come on.
Am I missing anything over here? Below is a bank's entrance hall. Its marble columns all arrayed like chessboard pieces in a crooked game.
Wait.
Ungroup. I don't think I have any more sucker punches, unfortunately, I think is what it's telling me. So let's switch to Ingrid and just do this.
All right, it's happening.
Which is to say,
let's do this.
we just go and punch him. Punch. Punch. And then we'll do the teeth. We shoot pistol.
Any more out there? Come on.
Nice.
Come on. Keep up.
Group up again. This went spectacularly better this time than
Seems
it did
like
the
half
first
of
time I
Paris
tried
wants
it.
this package.
Yeah? The gas mask wearing half.
I'm out of sneaks though. Sooner or later it'll be time to fight. Best to do it on the agent's own terms. Position the agents, then enter turn-based mode with RT. Choose that opening attack carefully. As soon as enemies become aware of the agent's presence, they'll take cover, making them harder to hit. All agents get a plus 15% to hit bonus in the first round of combat. Okay.
Hold on.
All right. I think what we want to do is enter combat. Agents' combat abilities appear in the ability bar at the bottom of the screen. Each ability costs 1 or more action points to use. Navigate the ability bar with the D-pad. Okay. Movement in combat costs 1 or 2 action points depending on the distance traveled. Select the move ability, then use L to choose destination and A to confirm. Okay. Right, so we want to shoot him. and then send Ingrid to over here and get her within punching range.
Something's bothering me. The courier's body was a pincushion, but none of these goons have knives.
The sooner we find this package, the better.
We'll group up. All right. Oh. Okay. Let's ungroup. All right. Let's move her here. Agents behind cover are harder to hit, providing them with a defensive advantage during combat. The shield icon next to an object indicates whether it provides half cover or full cover. In full cover, agents are more protected but may lose line of sight on enemies. Enemies will take advantage of cover too. Flank them to get a clear shot indicated by the gold trajectory lines, visible when moving and targeting. All right. Uh-oh, there's two of them. Shit, I thought there was only one. Oh no, that's a problem. Oh no, okay, all right, okay, this is fine. We're fine, this is fine.
I charge extra for this.
Right, so Latif is going to shoot his pistol at that one. Oh no, he missed. Oh no, okay. So we're going to attacks the first enemy that moves or performs a hostile action within the targeted area. Let's do that. Confirm. Oh no! He shot Ingrid! Alright. So now we're gonna punch that guy. Punchy punch. And then we're gonna punch that guy. And then we have another punchy punch, I think, right? Yeah. Punchy punch.
I regret that it came to this.
Hey, nice work. Keep it up.
And then we're gonna move. Here. And shoot him.
Am I making this look too easy?
Nice. Opting out says next game XCOM 2. Is that turn-based too? I don't know. This is I mean I'm not gonna say
So,
no.
What's he like? L, I mean.
He has neat handwriting, and he pays well.
You've never met him
Though
either, huh?
this may look complicated, it's really not. It's really not at all complicated. Oh, that was not what I was trying to do. Fine. Okay. Okay.
I bet our package is inside one of those crates. Ah, they're loading the trucks to go.
Then we need to move fast if we want our payday.
Come on, come on.
We've used all of our fancy all of our fancy moves, and now there's a bunch of guys here. And Briggs says you can design and name a squad. It's a game of becoming attached to randomly generated soldiers and then getting them killed. That doesn't sound like fun to me, but what do I know? All right.
Let's move.
Oh. I don't think I have any more sucker punches. This could go poorly. Let's go here, maybe?
Let's do this.
Oh no! Okay, they saw him. That's bad. All right. This is fine. This is fine. This is great. Okay. Let's choose this guy. Oh no, I missed. All right. And then I think what we need to do is we need to move because I think we have committed an error. Maybe we move. That's partial cover. Can we move back here? Yeah, that's one tile too much. I guess we're just gonna have to go behind partial cover. All right. So Ingrid does have one of these still. I don't know that I can use. Agent's most powerful move can only use their signatures once per mission, but if deployed correctly, they can change the tide of battle. A sweeping compound attack that deals damage and inflicts knockdown upon all adjacent enemies. Okay, I don't think we want to use that. I think we just want to move first. Maybe here, probably? And then we probably want to punch this guy. Aha! Alright. So, we want to punch that guy.
I'm not here to play games.
Because if we down him, we get another action point. Yeah, there we go. Do we want to get shot, or do we want to evade? Let's evade.
Take this.
All right. So Latif can shoot this guy, except he missed. And then I think we're gonna reload. Maybe. Or Overwatch. Let's Overwatch. Nice.
Not so
Ow.
fast.
All right. And then we got this guy who just shot Ingrid. Oh no! Don't shoot Ingrid! All right. So now Ingrid gets to strike that guy.
No hard feelings.
Nice. And that gives her an extra action point. So we're gonna go move. Where? We'll move here. Partial cover. And then we'll do another evade.
Come on.
And then I think we're gonna end up having to move Latif somewhere. Here. And then can I I shoot that guy? I missed again. Oh no. But he also missed. Nice. Ow. Alright.
You break easily.
I don't think I'm gonna kill him. Should I evade and get shot again? Or should I... Yeah, I should probably evade.
There's no time to waste.
Alright. Maybe I move here? Wait, what? He doesn't have any ammo. What the heck? Oh, did I not reload? Shit. Okay. Ow. Alright. So, this guy is probably going down. We're gonna punch him again. And then I think we might just punch that guy. And then I think Latif has to move. Before he can shoot. No, he missed! Heckies.
I want off this sinking ship!
Uh-oh. An agent has suffered a stress break. Battle takes its toll. Everyone on the field, both agents and enemies, accumulate stress during combat. Displayed as a meter just above the health meter. When a stress meter fills up, the poor so-and-so suffers a stress break. After a stress break, agents have one fewer AP on their next turn. When the mission's over, the undrawn hand will deal out a breaking card. These fateful cards bring trouble to those who carry them and are difficult to dispel. Oh no. Oh dear. Okay. So Ingrid needs to think no, she's gonna die if that goes poorly. What I really need is I need like
Here, this ought to help.
I need like healing. And you do pick up health packs. It's just
Toto is better than this.
you kind of have to find them in the environment. Okay. And I think she only has one. Oh, she has 2 action points right now. Okay. Does that work? Can I do that? I don't think that's gonna work. I think maybe we better let Latif handle this. Let's just put an evade on her.
Come on!
Is that the last of them?
It can't be. We still haven't seen whoever carved up the courier.
Hey, I have an idea. Let's leave before the butcher shows up.
It's a good idea. All right.
Got the package.
Then it's time to go.
Grab the package. Let me just see if there's... I feel like there was supposed to... Like, I feel like in the last one I found healing around here somewhere. All right, report. 4th March 1932. Magister. Mission success. Lady Nicastro has retrieved the deck. Departure slightly delayed as we wait for her to finish praying. I've already sent a cleanup crew to follow in her wake. Given tonight's excitement, I told them to expect at least 3 more bodies. Now, let's find out if there's any good stuff around here. I feel like before I did find things. Because it would be good to be able to heal her before we, like, go on. But I don't think we can. I don't think there's anything. Okay. Well, let's
Keep
up
up
then.
I have a car just ahead. We can take that to the rendezvous.
Yay!
I'm going to open this package. I think we deserve to know what we just risked our lives to steal.
I won't tell.
And Mr. L hired us to retrieve... playing cards. Blank? Playing cards?
A troop of uniformed mercenaries killed a man. For a deck of blank playing cards?
Not what I'd call a winning hand.
It will be when we trade it in to Mr. L for our paycheck.
I feel like the pace of this is nice. Like, it's good. It's good for the same reason that Hades is good, because it means that I can,
This
like,
is the
pause
place.
to have
From
snacks.
here we catch an airplane that takes us to L.
Can you fly an aeroplane? Because I could probably figure it out, but...
Let's hope the contact we're meeting knows how.
Well, I guess she healed in the car. Over the slimy salt tang of the ocean wafts the delicate floral scent of fresh oranges. Interesting. A snack-friendly game is always a plus. Indeed it is.
The gas masks from Paris are here too?
Impossible. There's no way they got here before we did.
Alright. This enemy is on guard, indicated by the yellow eye icon over his head. Enemies on guard won't move from their post, but may call their buddies over to investigate on their behalf. They're also more alert and quicker to catch infiltrating agents, even sneaks to approach from behind. Alright. So, don't know what to do about that. Oh, agents can hide in tall grass, making them harder to catch. Nice. Am I in the tall grass here? Maybe I am not. Hazards. That crate of explosives is dangerously close to a pool of flammable oil, and those enforcers' patrol routes take them right past it. That's a leading statement. When the agents are ready to go loud, enter turn-based mode, select a ranged attack ability, use RB and LB to target the crate of explosives and light it up. And keep an eye out for other hazards on the map, either to avoid them or to use them to aid the agent's advantage. Love it. All right, so we want to explode that crate. Let's switch to Ingrid and see what we've got here. I think we want to use this thing that we have. This thing that we have. This. Is it this? How do we do the thing that we did before? There was the thing that we did before. What was the thing that we did before? Oh, it's that. Oh, okay, okay. So we just need to do this. There we go. Ashwinder, hi. How are you? Good to see ya. Careful, wild Pokemon live in tall grass. Alert, alert, too much light. Hi, Andy. Thanks for switching my lights. Good to see you. How are you? How was your holiday? Happy New Year. All right, we are going to take this guy down.
Sleep well.
Bye-bye. Haha. We are hiding. You cannot see us because we are hiding. Cold night tonight. No, it's not. That's just what happens when you sleep through the step through the crossroads. Fastest way to travel, but turns your blood colder than a ghost. Oh.
Time
Oh
things
no!
got interesting.
All right.
You're hot, Cupcake.
Hi, Alice. It was good. Far too much whiskey. No such thing. All right. All right. I think we're just gonna hit him again.
I charge extra for this.
Couldn't have done it better myself.
I love the implication that that Ingrid is a professional dominatrix because she charges extra to punch a dude in the face. It wasn't Pandaren. I still haven't tried Pandaren. Sadness and lies. All right. Okay. So I was hoping that I was going to be able to like move, shoot pistol, decoy. Do we want to decoy this? Let's move to here to here. And then shoot that guy.
Remember my
Oops.
face. It will be the last thing you see.
That looked like it hurt.
Oh no. Alright. Ingrid. Can Ingrid move? Ingrid needs to move. Alright. Can Ingrid move? Actually, let's just attack that guy. Nice. And then I think we're gonna move. Yeah, we're gonna move. We might double move, honestly. Or over here? No, maybe over here. Maybe over here. All right. Shooty shoots.
You picked the wrong side, my friend.
And then probably shooty shoots again, because... Oh, no, he already died. Okay. All right, so that guy died. That's good. So now, what have we got? We've got this guy over here. Does Ingrid have cover from that guy? She should? I don't know. That's hard to say. I think I might just move. I think I might move over here. All right. Aha! Perfection. I love this for us. All right, let's do you first. Because I want to shoot that. That worked great! I just blew up all the things. Can we snooze that real quick, Brigitte? Look, Andy says it's me steering clear of whales unless I have defenses. Andy says, I think he's dead. Hang on, let me shoot him again to make sure. Yes, kaboom! Indeed, kaboom. We're gonna get through this combat, and then we will move on to our next stage. All right, so you are going to move here, and then we get Ingrid, who is going to move. I think here. And then probably evade.
There's no time to waste.
Nice. And then punch.
A glass jaw.
Aha! And then do I punch him again? That was 100% a villain laugh. Is all I have to say about that. Yeah, let's punch him again.
Who are these goons? Secret police?
Nice.
Communists? Anarchists?
None of
All
those
right.
seem to fit.
We
This is something else.
We have gotten through our second combat of the game. That means it is time for me to run a quick ad break. So let's go ahead and do that. If you are new here, we run 3 minutes of ads an hour. You won't miss any gameplay. I'm just going to go ahead and pause right here. And then when we come back, we're going to get into some more Lamplighters League. I will be right back. Hello. We are back. Brigitte wanted to know who Chester is dreaming of tactically fighting. I said, duh, Nazis. Briggs says Chester's dreaming of roughing up some rowdy sailors down the dockyards and then moving on to a Nazi main course. And Ari thought that it was a poll, and they could vote on it. Because Ari, it has baby brain. For what it's worth, I think he fights fascists. And I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I just mean that every woman I ever know who's ever had a baby ended up in like a perpetual never-ending cycle of tired and thinking about something else. And it is perfectly natural and normal, and you're doing fantastic. All right. Oh wait, I have to click back into the game. All right. I'm not wrong. You see? Yeah. It's a good thing. All right. Lore. This page is flecked with small red dots. Captain, we found a suitable candidate for the finding, and Lady Nicastro was able to perform the ritual. She says the entrails indicate Marseille as the thieves' destination. We are preparing the mobile crossroads beacon now. Note, apologies for the stains on this letter. This is the last time I stand downwind during a finding. All right, actually, let me just go over here, and let's just quickly go
Don't wander.
So that we can figure out if there's anything else good around here. Aries probably ready to take on those guys alongside Chester. I mean, okay, yeah, you're also not wrong about that. Because fuck Nazis. And fuck TERFs while we're at it. All right. Inspect. The metal is blisteringly cold, far too cold for a French night in March. From within comes a faint mechanical hum. Oh dear. Okay. What else we got? Oh.
Mr. L sends his regards.
Aha! Eddie. We have an Eddie. Cargo lot. Interesting. I don't think we want to go over there. Let's go over here. I don't think, do we want to be involved in any of that? I don't think we do. Make
Y'all
contact.
got the package?
That depends. Are you the pilot?
Me? No. I'm the guy who's gonna get you to him in one piece.
Because Ari is 9 feet tall and full of rage. Who isn't 9 feet tall and full of rage? Put up your hands. I better not see any hands. Eddie is a saboteur. Saboteur can pick locks and use shock mines to take down enemies during infiltration. The door up ahead is locked. Switch to Eddie to pick the lock and to open it. Leah is not 9 feet tall. How do you know? You've never met me. Prove I'm not 9 feet tall.
Look alive, people. Sit tight.
All right. What is this? Inventory. Agents can pick up and carry useful items in their inventory. Anything an agent picks up is displayed in the inventory slots on their ability tray at the bottom of the screen. To use an item, first select its inventory slot with the D-pad, then activate it with A. Items like medkits are usable in both real-time infiltration and turn-based combat, while targetable items like grenades are only usable in turn-based. To drop an item, select an inventory slot and press down. Once the item appears on the ground, other agents can always grab it for themselves. Okay. Bandages. Okay, so actually I think the person we want to have bandages is Ingrid, because Ingrid is the one who keeps getting her face punched.
A souvenir.
Lore. An incident report from Remy Allard Stevedore. At or around 2100, a group of unknown soldiers entered Dock 94 of Vieux Port de Marseille without warning or authorization. I have attempted to contact the gendarmerie, but no one has responded. Their leader is... The report leaves off here in a blot of ink as if the writer had been called away mid-sentence. All right. Actually, let's go back here and group up again. Why is this got a thing? Oh, because it's already been opened. All right, fine. Open this door.
Didn't catch your name, cowboy.
Eddie Sawyer. Pleased to meet you.
They call me the Gentleman Jim.
Sure thing. Your turn, sister.
Just Ingrid will do. Let's keep moving.
I feel like her accent is a little bit fungible, as it were. All right. Briggs says I have the snacks for scale. Okay, Aries says, but if Leah's not 9 feet tall, is she 10 feet tall? Possibly. Briggs says that bag of full-size candy bars will determine how tall she is. I'm sure she can grab one now. I have a wrapper. I have a candy bar wrapper. Does that count? Actually, I need to put it like way back here so that it looks tiny. See, look, I'm huge. All right. Let's scout. How about, will you, there we go. Let's go. Shock mines. During infiltration, saboteurs can throw shock mines to lure an enemy out of position. Those who come to investigate will find themselves on the receiving end of a deadly electric current. On detonation, shock mines also electrify water and ignite oil. Nice. Okay. So what we actually need then is we need for Eddie to come out here and throw that. Oh, that's not what I want. Oh no. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Use item. Shock mine. No, that's not what I want. I don't want any of these things. I don't want any of these things. Help. Okay. All right. Okay. So, he needs to come out and throw a shock mine there. I don't want to be in turn-based is the problem. And then I want you. Can you stop? Can you be over here? There we go. All right. Now. All right. You are going to, nope, fuck. Wrong button. God damn it. All right. Here.
Easy as pie.
Haha. We blew him up. How funny is that? He got shocked and he died. All right. I probably shouldn't be so gleeful about that. There's something probably wrong with my character. All right. Oh, recon. Oh, we can recon. Oh, nice. Okay, so where are all these fuckers? They're... What are we doing here? Is there another guy here somewhere? Do we see other guys? I don't see other guys, but maybe the guys don't appear in recon mode? I'm not sure. I don't see anybody else. Okay. Well, maybe we'll go over here. Where are we trying to get to, anyway? Oh, over here. Okay. Actually, I think she should go over here. And then Latif could go up here.
A whole lot of guns this way.
Optional areas. Ahead is an optional area. The agents don't need to enter it to complete their mission. In fact, doing so may make victory even harder as the area is crawling with patrolling guards. But optional areas may also contain valuable rewards. Infiltrate, fight, or avoid them entirely. It's a gamble either way. All right, so if I go up, for example, and then switch to Eddie, who can use his shock mine on almost all of these dudes.
Come on, go check it out. You know you wanna.
we go. Now, Eddie can lay down a hail of fire or just shoot one thing. Dual pistols. 2 separate targets. Okay. I don't think actually he can really, like, do that yet. Maybe we want to be... I think we want to be here. And maybe he will overwatch, like, that area. And then Ingrid can move over here. And then, is she within punching range? No. So she can move, she'll just evade.
Take this.
That'll work. Oh no! Oh dear. That's like a grenade. Oh no, oh dear. That seems like a problem. Alright. So... I think Eddie could shoot that guy and that guy. And then he's gonna have to move so that whatever that blast is doesn't catch him. So let's go here. And then Ingrid. Punchy punchies.
Now you know your place.
Oh, okay. Aries says, so I feel like I finally achieved that little old lady status. I got coupons in the mail for magic erasers and Dawn Power Wash, and I got excited. I got a coupon in my grocery app for magic erasers, and I was excited. I don't even need them, but I was like, oh, those are expensive. It's so cool to get a coupon. I mean, coupons, yay, exactly. All right, so I don't think I want to hit that guy. I think I want to hit this guy.
I regret that it came to this.
Where did you learn to fight? A slaughterhouse?
Punchy punchies. And then we'll move. Move to... We need partial cover. I guess we'll go here. Oh, that's outside the... Okay. That's... I guess here's best then. All right, Latif. Shoot. Nice. Do it again, bud. Hit him again.
All right.
Nice.
Good.
Heck yeah. Amazing. Look at us go. We cleared an optional area. I don't even think I did this last time.
Let's get it done.
All right, so what did we get? Is there cool stuff here? They told me there would be cool stuff here. I see no cool stuff. Ooh. Okay. Let's get some bandages for Eddie. And then Latif can have bandages. What's this? That's a flash bomb. Should Eddie have that instead? How do I get... Okay, so we drop that. And we want to pick up this. And then lore. Key 94 arrived March 3rd, 1932. Craft Sea Aeroplane. Designation Vaudeville Gina. So VG. Captain Nicola Constantaris. Part of Port of Origin, Vieta. or Valletta, I'm not really sure. Passengers, 1 American. Addendum, the pilot of this vessel is an alleged smuggler, wanted in the United Kingdom for transport of illicit materials. No action to be taken at this time. Let the Brits see to it. Addendum 2, Constanteros' passenger also has a warrant of arrest in the United States. No action to be taken at this time. Gotta love that international cooperation. All right. We want to go with Latif because we don't know what's going to be happening here. Okay. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right. Can we ungroup?
People just don't pay attention.
Who's there?
Okay. So, Eddie, can y'all go back where you were in that nice little puddle? I would love it if you could. Oh, he doesn't have any more. He doesn't have any more of those shock mines. That's really unfortunate. Dang. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Oh, all right. Well, this is fine. 1 remaining enemy. We can handle this. Dual shots.
Y'all taking notes on this?
And then Latif needs to move first, I guess. I think I might put him here. Just have him come out. And then...
That was disappointingly easy. What's
Nice.
next?
Cool. All right. Sometimes enemies drop useful items. Wait, what's this? More bandages. Did somebody take it? I mean, I guess Ingrid took damage, right? So we can use the bandage. Nice. And then pick up a new bandage.
There. Now where was I?
Cool. All right. Sometimes enemies drop useful items. Which enemy dropped a useful item? Help me out here. I'm not seeing which enemy dropped a useful item. Oh. 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 Okay. Hang on a second. Actually, let's just... Can you... Oh, that did not work. Oh well. Okay.
This is how a master thief does it.
Hey, save some for me, will you?
Let's actually, let's do that. And then, Eddie, do you actually have a target? I guess you do. Yeah, I didn't think you actually were, like, in line. Let's reload you. Hi, some random geek. Good luck. Have a good, safe trip home. Alright. Oh, nice.
What do we have here?
Some doors can only be opened using keys. Only one agent picks up a key. Any of them may use it to open the corresponding door. Nice. Okay. So... Alright. So... I guess we can move over here. And then... I feel like we don't need... I feel like I don't... Let's just go over here, because I'm not really sure what's going on here. There must be additional enemies. Are we... Oh, there we go.
Not quite the adventure I was imagining, darlings, but it will have to do. Follow me.
Let's go this way.
Come on, y'all.
So this recon mode, it shows one dude. I think it's just the one dude. Okay.
You got any idea who these gas masks are, Sawyer?
Seems like there's a new militia every week these days.
Ha!
A lot of Joes came back from the war unfit for anything but killing.
What's this? Eddie. What's this? Does it say what it is? Oh, Firebomb? Okay, sure.
Shame.
Pick that up.
Someone left this lying around.
Seems good. Now, where's this locked door? So I kind of wonder, like, can you... Oh, you can. Where's this locked door? I feel like I lost the locked door. Or maybe we already opened the locked door? I'm confused. Because I feel like all the doors have been opened, right? Like I feel like maybe we've opened all the doors. I don't know. I really understand. Oh. Aha!
Let's get on with
Open.
it.
Aha! All right. Got it. So what's out here?
There's the aeroplane. Now where'd that damn pilot get to?
All right. So. All right. And then move Eddie over here. Okay. So there's clearly no one back here. So that's okay. So now we're gonna recon. There's some oil there. There's the airplane. There's the pilot. I feel like we don't see any enemies, and I think that's probably just the mode. So I think we still need to, like, there's probably enemies here, right? Okay. So let's switch over to Latif. Okay, recon mode. Scoundrels know the value of casing the area before things get loud. Activate recon mode with R. Move the cursor over objects on the map to gain insights about the agent's surroundings and plan their attack. Okay.
Lady Castro. Maybe you got the location wrong?
They will be here, and the deck with them. Doubt me again, and the next entrails I read will be yours.
Lady Nicastro is a deadly adversary. When scions like her are on the field, there's no shame in running to live and fight another day. The escape route is that airplane at the end of the dock. Reach it to escape Lady Nicastro, and don't forget the pilot. Okay, so the question is, I guess we go get the pilot? Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Come on, pal. Don't give me the silent treatment.
Oh
Let's
no,
work
oh
something
no.
out.
Oh no, this is bad. Oh no, this is so bad. Okay. No, this is unwise. We need to go back here because this is bad. How are we gonna figure this out? How do we get to the pilot with that guy standing there looking at her? Like, that just feels like not ideal. See, and it doesn't show the enemies. So how do we... It doesn't show the enemies, so how do we find that out? Okay. This is confusing. I think we want Eddie to run over here. Oh, okay. I wonder if maybe we could do it like this. Isn't that a... Can't I... No? What is that? It's a
Ordnance ain't
firebomb.
pretty, but it sure as hell works.
So why can't I use it? No! I don't want to abandon the mission. I just want to pause the game. Okay. Alright. So, Brigitte has redeemed random Grogopedia entry. So, Brigitte, did you have something in mind, or did you want it to be fully random? Did you have a thought? Brigitte would like a fully random Grogopedia entry.
Working on it.
He's working on it. I'm terrified. There's a boss on the field. I don't want to die, and I don't understand why my bomb won't work. Okay. So we're gonna go over here, and I think we're just gonna go ahead and shoot that thing. That.
Hand over the deck.
Make me an offer.
We're not for sale.
At the moment.
Hi, noob. I have erred. This is fine. Scary battle music. You want random? Here you go. Hazga Imarsi Pola Sharki, Persian, also, I'm absolutely probably butchering that, is a village in Atrak Rural District, Dashli Boran District, Gonbad-e Kabus County, Golistan Province, Iran. At the 2006 census, its population was 23 in 6 families. Big boom. Enemies alerted. You think? I thought it would kill those 4 guys, and it only knocked them down. So there's that. I don't want to do that. I think I want to do this. like this here.
Here, this ought to help.
All right. Eddie is going to... Nope, Eddie's gonna have to move first. So Eddie can move potentially here. And then use this to hopefully kill all those guys.
This is how we say hello.
Now that was impressive.
And that's
Heck
why Uncle
yeah!
Sam pinned the medal on
Amazing.
me back in 18.
All right. Big bada boom! I need bigger boom. We need bigger boom. Noob says I only ever heard that before, aired on the side of caution. Yeah, it's a shorthand way of saying I have made a mistake. All right, where are we going? We're probably gonna use a double move here because I don't know what else is on the field. Enemy phase. That person is getting up and is running for cover.
Enough! My sword's thirst.
Okay. So I think I actually want to do Latif first. So we'll do here. One down. And then we'll do here. Do not miss. Excellent. Love that for me. And then Eddie. Overwatch. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to move, probably, somewhere. Where are we moving to? We're moving to here. And then... Not sure... Can we...
On your feet, pal. You got flying to do.
Just get
All
me
right.
to my bird in one piece.
We have an ally on the field. On missions, allies like Captain Nikki have a few tricks up their sleeve, but their real worth lies off the battlefield. All right. So we have an ally. Now, Ingrid, what other enemies do we have here? We have this enemy here, who is a very difficult bossy boss. So we want to go, let's go take a fully, ooh, no, I don't want you up there. We'll do you here. And then Nikki is going to evade or move or shoot. Okay, so Nikki can move. We'll move Nikki over here. And then move Nikki over here. All right. Enemy phase.
What is this?
Oh dear.
Some kind of a gas?
Oh! Oh no, where the hell did she go?
You will never reach that aeroplane.
Watch out!
Oh, this is bad. This is pretty bad. She has a lot
What are you waiting for?
of
The
HP.
aeroplane, quick!
Okay. Does this work? I guess this does work. Let's do this
Picked
here.
the wrong fight.
I think that just wasted an ult, essentially. Oops. Alright, well, we'll just punch you then.
No hard feelings.
Alright, so now Latif is going to shoot.
I am no stranger to pain.
And then get the hell out of here, because this is not good. Alright, Captain Nikki has a precision shot. Nice. And then should probably evade. Oh no!
With swords. Want to see me disappear?
Aha! She gets a lot of turns! Oh my god! Alright, actually, let's do Ingrid first. Punch.
Isn't that a lovely sight?
Nice. Okay. So now the problem is we don't know where this dude is. So let's use the bandage.
It's fine. I've danced through worse.
And then move over here. And then Latif needs to move back by Ingrid, maybe? Yeah. Maybe over here. And use bandages.
I'm good.
Alright, now, Nikki. So I gather there's an enemy here somewhere. How about move you over here? And then evade. And then Eddie is full health, full shields. Let's just move you up here. Oh no!
Come, fight back!
Well, I guess I'm glad she healed.
We just need to reach that plane.
Worthy adversaries, you want the undrawn hand? Take it! I can claim the tower without it.
Aha! Scion retreating. Got it. Okay. So Eddie can go here and shoot this guy. I don't think that's gonna work. Nice. And then Ingrid needs heals. Let's just
There's
evade.
no time to waste.
And move back like that way. Latif is gonna move over here. And then reload.
Reloading!
Nikki can move over here. Can you actually shoot him from there? I guess we'll try. I don't think that's gonna work, but yeah, it didn't work. Alright, nice. Haha. Add target. Add target. I missed the first shot and then hit the explosives. I feel like that wasn't nearly as dramatic as it should have been. I feel like in a movie it would have been like, oh shit, and then he sees the explosives and unloads the second shot into it and it's like, kaboom! And everybody cheers. All right, anyway. we don't need to be in turn-based anymore. I'm gonna go to Latif here, and we're gonna just, oh wait, real time, yeah. I'm gonna run over here and see if we can find, okay, that's bandages. So the person who needs bandages is actually Ingrid. So let's go over here and grab some bandages for Ingrid. The crowd goes wild, and also kaboom! There was an earth-shattering kaboom! I love this game. I love this game so much. I don't even want to stop playing. It's like the best thing in the history of ever.
That will do.
Okay. So, let's see what else we have here, because I don't know if you guys caught that, but the boss lady left. So, scary boss lady decided to retreat to live another day. All right, I think I'm gonna pick that up. Oh, bandages, nice. And then let's switch to Latif, who also doesn't have any more bandages anymore. So he can pick that up. And then what else have we got here? Aha, more bandages. Okay, so actually, probably what should happen is that Ingrid should use hers.
I shouldn't have to do this for myself.
And then she'll go pick these up to have on hand.
Not bad. I'll take it.
All right, what else have we got around here? I don't see anything else, really. So the first time I did this fight, because I had started, like, basically just the first few adventures, I didn't do this as well. This obviously went better the second time, right? But I feel like I took more damage and more combat stress. Oh wait, can we go in this door? I have a key. I don't know what the key is for. Is the key just for that door that we already opened? I feel like there ought to be another door here, but I guess there's not. Okay, well that's okay. Can we group up? And then group up. And then we'll go get Latif, who's over here.
Stay
Group
put.
up. Nope, group up. Okay. All right. Did I end up enjoying Fruits Basket? I only watched the one episode, but I did like it. Wait, what? Oh, I thought I was grouped, but I'm ungrouped. Okay, hold on a second. Gonna go back and get the other guys. The whole, like, grouping, ungrouping mechanic is a little bit... I mean, it's fine, but, like, I'm glad that it's turn-based because it's a little fiddly. It only works within a certain range. Yeah, but I haven't finished watching any more of it. I just watched the one. Does this work?
Everyone on board, or I'm leaving without you!
We just
Aha!
saved you! Go, go, go! Here we are.
I would watch it. The problem is that I forget that television shows exist.
Now we find
and
out
so
what kind
out
of
of
man
sight, out
pays
of
this way
mind,
for a blank deck of playing
I'll never remember to watch it.
Wouldn't mind knowing who the hell we were fighting back in Marseille. Never seen troops like that before.
Let's see what this Mr. L has to say for himself.
Commander Jupe, hi, hello, Brigitte. Can we get a quick shout out for Commander Jupe here, if you have a second? We'll do the tying up, I think, and snooze our way out of danger of running the ads again. You know what I mean. Frickin' moderators, biggest dang trolls in the history of ever.
You have here, Mr. Ed. I assume you are Mr. Ed?
Right. So, Commander Jupe was last seen playing Silent Hill 2. I know some of you are huge fans. game. So definitely drop her a follow. She's the person who invited me along on the PSI Hope raid train that was supposed to happen on Tuesday, and didn't, unfortunately. At least the train happened. I just didn't do my part of it because Grog got sick. Which is a perfect time to remind you that we are making good on the donation incentives tomorrow, starting at 2 p.m. We will be back here on the sofa doing pop culture trivia and a balloon drop and Dino Puppet hands, Super Mario Brothers Sunshine. It'll be fun. But yeah, definitely drop Commander Jupe a follow. Just a really lovely community of really nice people. Plays some light-hearted horror. It's not like super horror-y horror, but some horror, as well as a big fan of BioWare games and a lot of things that all y'all like. And so, the link is still active. Oh, okay, good. Okay, good. Actually, that's a good thing. I should have asked you about that. I didn't think of it. Because there are opportunities for other kind of smaller donation incentives. You guys could keep Dino Puppet hands on me playing Super Mario Sunshine for 2 solid hours if you play your donation cards right. So I'll turn on the links then, so that way if people want to keep donating, they can. And then by the end of tomorrow, I'll be done. Commander Jupe says we usually leave it open for a week or so after in case anyone just didn't have money at the time. We understand times are tight. That's actually really lovely. That's actually really lovely and helpful. And it's great for me, right? Because as it ended up, a member of my household got sick, and so we weren't able to do what we wanted to do in terms of streaming that day. Yeah, so definitely drop them a follow. Just really lovely people over there, lovely community, and the port of entry, my port of entry anyway, to PSI Hope, the stream team that does a lot of fundraising for various charities. He's doing a little better. He's doing a little better, I think. Yeah, he says yes. I'm not sure we have entered full recovery mode, but it's definitely better. As for this game, yeah, this is the Lamplighters League. It's a turn-based RPG strategy combat game. I gather it does have different endings, so you can play it more than once. There are various different companions. There's a story, obviously. The combat is really fun. I mean, for somebody who is like really into kind of an Elden Ring, like Sekiro style, fast-paced, really tough combat or something, I don't know that this is really going to be their jam. But for fans of early BioWare, so for example, Dragon Age Origins, I would say this is, I don't want to say a spiritual successor because it's definitely not fantasy, but it's definitely similar in terms of combat. It also has some interesting mechanics that we actually haven't gotten to yet. We may not get to it this week. I think I would like to continue to play this on stream. I know chat has been a little bit quiet. Maybe people aren't as entertained by this as I am, but I'm just going to be self-indulgent. We're just going to do this on Fridays, I think, because I love this game. I just think it's beautiful. It's interesting. The combat is really fun for me. I like that it's pausable because it's turn-based. It's less intense. Like when I play, for example, like Fortnite on stream, right? I can basically talk to chat in between rounds. Like otherwise, I'm running around, I'm looking for enemies, I'm looking for loot, I'm doing all the things. There's just not time to like pause and look at things. Like look at things in chat. But I think this is our new game for the time being. And maybe we'll, I don't think it's a super long game, but as I said, there are multiple endings, so who knows how long we might do this. I do intend to continue playing Outer Worlds at some point. We will get back into that at some point, but this one just grabbed me like in a way that nothing else did. So we'll just continue to play this one. Let's have this conversation and then wind up stream. All right, a lovely little Mediterranean island you have here, Mr. L. I assume you are Mr. L.
I have that dubious privilege. Welcome, Mr. Lejeune, Ms. Erickson, Mr. Sawyer. Do you have the undrawn hand?
We have a package for you. What's inside, we couldn't say, of course.
Ah, of course. Regardless, that deck of cards is key to your next job for me.
Slow down, pal. Who says we're interested in a next job? The last one burned your courier. Those two saw the body.
Then you three may divvy his pay among yourselves. And I'll sweeten the pot for this next one. 50%.
You sound desperate. Okay, Mr. L, I'll humor you. What do you want us to do?
In a word, sabotage. I'm in a race, you see. A race to find an ancient ruin, a tower. You may know it under one of its other names. The Axis Mundi. The World Tree. The Tower of Babel.
Hey, Brigitte. It's a tower. Quill likes turn-based combat. I like how much plays for strategy it leaves. I do too. I'm the one who played all of Dragon Age Inquisition in tactical mode. Veilguard was an interesting blend for me of both real time and tactical, and so I could kind of manage it without it was fine. But also, I'm a different gamer than I was when I started playing Inquisition. So I think this is kind of like my comfort zone when it comes to combat. Although the fast-paced combat of something like Marvel Rivals or Overwatch or Fortnite, I'm a little bit more comfortable with now. But even so, this is nice and chill for stream, and I love it. So you will eventually go back to the Outer Wilds then, opting out. No, you are confused. No. Brigitte says, I heard my name. You did, because we are in search of a tower. One might say the tower. Knight Captain Andrew says, the same team made Battletech. I have 525 hours in that. Do you really? Yeah, they also made the, I don't know if it's the same team, but it's the same studio. Made the Shadowrun games. And I had a friend in my early on streaming days that I don't see as much anymore, just because his schedule changed and my schedule changed, and so he is still streaming, but I don't watch him as much anymore. And played the Shadowrun game, one of the Shadowrun games, and this reminds me a lot of that. Although this is kind of an updated version of that.
Oh, you're an archaeologist then. That's disappointing.
I am no archaeologist, Monsieur Lejeune, and my rivals in this race are even less so. I want to preserve the tower. My enemies want to ransack it. It cannot be allowed to fall into their hands.
I also love Shadowrun. Shadowrun was my first TTRPG, and really encouraged my love of the genre. Both in terms of cyberpunk and in terms of TTRPGs. I didn't play D&D until later. And the games are interesting. I think they're more linear in terms of the possibilities. I don't think there are multiple endings necessarily. But the one that I watched Wolf Tracks play was really good.
But it can fall into yours, huh? And the gal with the sword. She's one of these rivals?
Zorana Nicastro. Yes, she and two others, a nobleman and an industrial tycoon. Each is the scion of their own noble house. Collectively, they call themselves the Banished Court.
Oh, thanks for going and looking that up, Grog. Yeah, so it was Shadowrun Dragonfall was the one that we watched.
Science of the Banished Court. Mm-hmm. And how close are they to finding the tower?
They've already found it.
You said you were in a race.
I was, and I lost. But I'm not out of the fight yet. My enemies have yet to enter the tower. It is a dangerous place, and their preparations are incomplete. I want you three to sabotage their efforts until I can find the tower myself.
Yeah, so Opting Out says there was an excellent isometric game in the 90s called Syndicate. And I know that there has been in terms of a lot of different retro styles of games, right? There's been a lot of things that people have kind of taken the older style and updated it or produced games in that style with a retro feel that are new, you know? I feel like Hollow Knight is kind of like that. I feel like it kind of has an older feel even though it's not. And this, you guys can see, you can obviously pan and turn the camera. So it's not fully isometric, but because you can't control the tilt, it still feels to me like it's kind of in that space. Do you know what I mean? Like it's a little bit weird that you can't control the angle of it, but I mean it works perfectly well. And it does kind of feel to me like a modernized isometric game a little bit.
Sabotage, huh? You have a target in mind?
My sources have identified an outpost belonging to another of the court's 3 leaders, the Tycoon, Trace Marteau.
Marteau. Isn't that the famous American industrialist?
The one who's always in the papers?
The very same. I want you to infiltrate his outpost, sabotage a machine you'll find at the center, and return to me.
Sabotage requires a subtle hand. You'll need me. In the spirit of charity, I accept.
You'll need me too. But if the other 2 scions are anything like Nicastro, I ain't risking my neck for free.
Mr. Sawyer is right. Double our fee, Mr. L, and we'll get to work.
Double it is. And please, call me Locke.
The Hideout, Delvasto's Landing. Welcome to Delvasto's Landing. This tiny Mediterranean island serves as Locke's hideout, a place to take refuge from his enemies and plan his next moves. Now it will do the same for the agents in his employ. Navigate to the world map at the menu at the top of the screen to plan the agent's next move. So what you guys can see here, so here's the next mission. We'll go through that in another day. The agent screen, this is our level up. We've got, we have cards to assign at some point.
Always
allies,
here,
suppliers, we've got a shop here. So basically we got through the tutorial level today. We can also talk to each of the individual people with their little exclamation points above their heads. We don't have time to do that tonight. I think we're gonna go ahead and call it there. I hope you guys found this interesting. I don't quite know how to play a game like this on stream because I feel like most of the other things I've played have kind of already got a fan base, you know? I mean, obviously, like, Stardew Valley is what I started with, and then and Hades, of course, is hugely popular amongst everyone we know. But this is kind of a new one, and so I didn't really know if people were going to be interested in it. If people are really fully bored or would just really prefer to kind of play it themselves, then I can go off and play it on my own. We might do a like a poll in Discord or something, but also I just kind of feel like maybe we'll just do this. And even if, you know, chat's a little slower, and even if, like, not everybody wants to come watch, that's probably okay. And hopefully it gets a little bit more exposure for a game that I think is really cool. It's really cool and really fun. So, yeah, we're gonna do this, I think, for the time being, I think is my plan. And hopefully people enjoy it. I don't know. Anyway, okay. Let's go back to the chatting screen for just a moment, while we figure out what comes next. Opting out thanks Fortnite is a bit of a hidden gem. Okay, opting out says I've enjoyed this game. I've been quiet because I've been coding on my other monitor. Coding? I didn't know you did coding. That's very interesting. Right. Okay. No, and obviously, like, I'm all for lurking. I definitely don't mind hanging out on stream with the friendos the same way that we would in Discord if we were all just kind of concurrently playing our own games and hanging and chatting occasionally. I think that's kind of a nice way to spend a Friday. So I think that seems like a good plan for Fridays going forward. Right. So announcements. Tomorrow we have our charity stream redemption. If you made a donation to the Jordan Porco Foundation during the raid train on Tuesday, please do come. I'm going to do face stickers and dino puppet hands while I play Super Mario Sunshine, and we're going to do a pop culture quiz with Brigitte. Toward the end of stream, which should be around 5 o'clock, we'll do a balloon drop as if we were celebrating New Year's Eve in the UK, which I think was the plan because I was planning on stopping around 7 o'clock. And we'll see what else pops up tomorrow. But that starts at 2 p.m. Eastern time, should go until about 5. As for the rest of the week, we have in Discord on Sunday, The Prince, the play, where a couple of people get stuck in Shakespeare land. If you want to come watch that with us, it'll be in Discord at 4 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. Next week, we are going to be doing Fortnite on Monday and Wednesday. That's the plan. Tuesday is going to be ranch beans and lamb chops and churros in the kitchen. Thursday, no stream. Friday, we'll do, we drew our first cookbook roulette cookbook. We're going to be making vegetable soup from the James Beard cookbook from 1963. And then next Saturday, we'll play more of this. So that's going to be how the rest of the week goes. Commander Jupe's gonna go have dinner, so I'll duck out. Have a good night. Have a good night. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. Hopefully I gave you enough of a glimpse of the game that you're interested in it, because I think it's really fun. Opting else is programming some outbuilding functions into the home app. Aha, of course. And duck. Yum. Love duck. Duck is delicious. Okay, so that's what's happening over the course of the next week in these quarters. Thank you very much to all of our moderators, including Grognard Gourmand, Brig, who will be joining me at least briefly tomorrow for our pop culture quiz, Say My Jane, who is probably still running around doing end of work activities, but thank you for being here, Jane, I appreciate it. And then last but not least, our friend Des Dabbles, who is returning to the land of streaming on, I can't remember if it's Monday or if it's Wednesday. Next week sometime. Des had to go dog sit today, so she was not live today. But I know the kids go back Wednesday, so at the very least, we expect to see a return of Last of Us Part 2 with Des on Wednesday at 1 o'clock Eastern. There's my schedule, which will be roughly correct for next week, though no stream Thursday. Socials, if you would like to follow me on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, or join the Discord, there are the links where you may do so. No pressure, of course, but if those are places you like to spend time, then you can follow me there and we can spend time there together. And then, let's see. No, that's it. I think that's it. I've pushed all the buttons. I managed all the buttons. Okay. Opting out says you shouldn't sit on dogs. Not unless you were a child and they are a Newfoundlander. And even then, I still probably wouldn't. Okay. So, let us see who is currently streaming. I have a plan. And a game and a plan. Excuse me. All right. So, speaking of Des, Des was in the middle of a Dragon Age Veilguard playthrough when her computer decided, nuh-uh, no you're not. So if you watched the first little bit of that, I can tell you right now that our friend Ashwinder15 is nearly at that same spot. So, let's go ahead and raid Ashwinder. Ash is playing Dragon Age Veilguard. My recollection is that he's still in the first part, but I think he has acquired all of the companions. So if you're avoiding any kind of spoilers, that kind of gives you a sense of where he is. Let's go ahead and get this raid set up. Ashwinder. And you can copy one of those raid messages and head on over to see Ash. Ash is probably one of my oldest friends on Twitch. I met, in fact, it's so funny that like, oh, hey Munchkin, hi. Correct. Okay, I got it. Okay, good. Thank you for confirming that. I always feel bad when I send somebody into a relatively new game and it's like, I'm not entirely sure exactly where he is. But yeah, so like Munchkin and Wolf Tracks, Ash was one of the first people I met on Twitch, and has just returned to streaming with the advent of Dragon Age Veilguard. So let's go give him a little bit of a warm welcome. Act 1, but has all the friends. Okay, so we are achieving a milestone possibly tonight, or just doing side quests. I'm not really sure. So it looks like we may have pre-roll ads here. So I'm just going to chill for just a second while I wait for the pre-roll ads to run. Well, in fact, why don't we do this? Why don't we do a little shout out for Ashwinder so that you guys can start getting your pre-roll ads out of the way if you're coming over to hang out. Thanks so much for coming and hanging out, guys. Thanks for coming to check out a newish game and watch me play it. I had a good time. I hope you had a good time. It's always really lovely to see you. Thank you again for the hype train. And we will see you all back here tomorrow. Bye, guys.